probably never been more important. So over the last, and I dare I say 25 years I've been in this industry, we've always said data, number one priority, that you got to get it right so that you can maintain credibility with the conversation you're having with the members. But today there's so much happening with technology. It's still the same story, but like at a heightened level because of things like AI, right? That stuff's only going to work good if it has a great, data set that it's sitting on top of that'll allow it to do, help it predict more rich and robust journeys or outcomes or offers. And so making sure the data's right is just never, ever been more important as we see technology continue to evolve. And you would be surprised at how many people have never truly made that investment into data. They've made the investment maybe into platform where they've got it all into one place, but they've never taken an opportunity to truly do an end-to-end robust hygiene that'll allow them to dedupe members, who I was 10 years ago and who I am today. Different profiles, looks totally different. You have to get to that place where you can truly understand where the member's at. So I think that getting to a robust profile and then having a concerted effort that's enterprise-led, not just, for the loyalty program or maybe for this campaign, but it's truly enterprise-led, is a place that we're really starting to see brands focus, which is good. I don't want to say it's too late, but it's not a one and done. It's truly going to be and have to be an evolution. As that technology continues to evolve, we all have to be in front of what that means from the data set perspective and advise these brands on how they're going to continue to take the investments they've made and make sure that it's not a wasted investment, that they can continue to build upon it so that they can be up with that the consumer expectations that continue to evolve. They can be on par or maybe hopefully in front of it.
Most brands, 95+% of their traffic is anonymous, even if it's a repeat customer and their most loyal customers. But sometimes cookies expired or they're logged out when they come to book a ticket or a room. So we stitch that together and then understand their behavior, not only across our own clients' websites, but our giant network of ad publishers and other retail and e-commerce and travel hospitality brands, so that we can understand what their behavior looks like and then trigger the best message in your own MarTech stack, email, SMS, app notifications, etc., to get them back to purchase.
To measure the impact and the value of new technology, you have to establish clear, performance metrics that are outside of your typical KPIs, and then track user interactions. Like, is it being used? Is it giving us the right answers? Or is it, making things easier, making it more convenient? And then, collecting and analyzing customer satisfaction data to see if it's actually making an impact.
As customer interactions continue to span across digital and physical channels, how should customer loyalty programs integrate both in-store and online experiences for a seamless and cohesive customer journey? And what are you seeing that brands are doing well to create loyalty programs that work across these different touch points, mobile, app, in-store, website, social media, while maintaining a unified experience for the customers?
You have to have really a unified data infrastructure to get the 360 view of the customer that everyone is looking for. So this means you need to connect your customer data across all touch points. So if you don't have the right MarTech stack to support your strategy, you won't be able to execute it. You want to ensure that real-time synchronization of loyalty points, the rewards, and your customer preferences is something that's really prioritized, because you want to be able to, for example, maintain consistent customer profiles across if updates are made regardless of channel.
We look at AI as more of assisted intelligence, and it's an extension of our collective intellect, and we leverage it to look across not only our internal data and operations, from people, processes, and platforms, but for our clients as well. And so from a loyalty perspective, it is some of the things that we've been doing for years, but done in a bit of a different way, a more real-time way. And it's kind of helping to understand the collective nature of the data. What are the signals the data is sharing with us? And an example of that can be how we leverage it to identify what's the best offer, how much people are leveraging the rewards and the programs that they have access to, and how do we optimize how we communicate to them with those different programs, whether it be through direct mail channels, email channels, or even more digital channels like social media, things like that.
We work with a lot of different brands at different stages of their personalization journey, and we kind of see this across like 5 different levels. Brands that are really trying to get to that level 5, there's like this secret recipe. And essentially, like these 4 major components need to be true in order for brands to be successful. So they need to have executive championship. Like the leadership needs to be bought into, as personalization as an objective, and they need to see the value in it. There needs to be a notion of like operational capacity and also investment in the technology piece. The ability to have like creative versioning and be able to scale that. And then a notion of like being able to have AI-driven testing mechanisms too, to continually optimize it over time. And so a lot of the brands that are trying to get to this notion of this heightened personalization, like that's their core objective. Now, not every single brand is trying to get there. So, for instance, maybe a pizza brand, maybe it doesn't matter if there's pepperoni and sausage on a pizza or just pepperoni when you're looking at the communication. And so it's figuring out like what the right level is for that brand and where they're trying to go based on the level of investment. I think one of the easy ways to do it, if you're not looking to, boil the ocean and have this huge commitment, is using like zero-party data capture and using that as a strategy, and then essentially having that activation.